We are nothing to the world around us, yet we are everything in our own world. We as humans are a species that spend our lives perceiving the things around us and leaving impressions everywhere we go. We find ourselves asking questions, looking at the world around us, such as, how does he or she view me? Or what does he or she think about this topic? We all live lives based on perception and impression. It is through perception and impression that we form everything in our lives. That being said, understanding these two simple things will go on to help you in a magnitude of ways. Well, what does it mean to interpret, and what does it mean to leave an impression? Well, let's start with the facts. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, to interpret means to conceive in light of individual belief, judgment, or circumstance. An impression means an often indistinct or imprecise notion or remembrance. In simple words, impression is the mark you leave on people, and to interpret is the act of forming a belief set based on said impression. According to the Rowan Center for Behavioral Medicine, imagining ourselves performing a task, we engage the same regions of the brain responsible for executing it, effectively training both our body and mind to perform better. Meaning that if we think about a goal and make steps towards that goal, your brain will trigger subconscious actions to help us achieve it. Now, with these facts, we can start to think about how to leave a good impression and how to interpret certain situations. For example, if you want to achieve better discipline in life, you can start building habits such as finishing tasks when they are presented to you, or completing a certain number of tasks every day. Now that I've explained how impression and interpretation work, let me present you with one final scenario. Picture this: you got a job and you're at your interview. You dressed in the best dress pants and you could buy from Ross and a collared shirt to match. The man formally suited sits across from you, pen and paper in hand, with no clear expression on his face. You shake the man's hand with a firm handshake and smile. You then proceed to answer the man's questions as best as you possibly can. Due to a TikTok you watched on the way here, you sit up straight to maintain an attentive posture, which is something that the man remembers. After the interview, the man sees you off with a simple, "We'll contact you once we've made a decision." After the interview, as you lie in wait, you think, how did I do? Was it enough? Did I meet the cut? A week passes and you decide to call the job. The man answered the phone to tell you, "We've been waiting. You've got the job." Confused, you ask the man who hired you why you were chosen. He responds, "You looked as anxious as a mouse under a cat's cold gaze, but you were dressed like you were the one ready to pounce." Many times, something as simple as having the thought of making a good impression is all it takes for those to interpret you as so. The act of trying is a simple step many don't take in life, and people appreciate a simple step in the right direction. In this example, you expect to make a mistake or a bad impression, but your preparation in light of your interpretation and impression of the expectations got you the job, as you can see in the example. Conclusion. We think a flower on a cliff is beautiful because we stop our feet at a cliff's edge, unable to step out into the sky like that first flower. Type Kubo. The simple thought of taking that affirmation first step and then going on to take it is all you need. Move with goals and a purpose and let the impression and interpretation fall into place. People may not always like you or have a good impression/interpretation, but they will respect anyone strong enough to take a step in the right direction.